I like it.
Face.
Good sequencing, because he's just going to make it dramatic. We're ready for some fireworks.
Whoops.
The emote kind of gives it away. No, so close and yet so far. You play with fire, and Doc Bone got burned.
This makes the most sense here for him.
Just the Void Lord.
Yeah, but now he can punch the Void Lord
Right.
and get through with consecrations.
Or Spellbreaker.
Draw here for Ant, and I think that pressure might be a little too much here. Clay lost his Blood River Gul'dan revive, doesn't have any Void Walkers, has no way to heal outside his hero power.
He does have the hero power here, which he can hero power. Yeah, hero power plus twisting other means that the Avenging Wrath is just lethal.
He has more removal spells and ways to control the board than the Warlock does.
Yeah.
He's got double equality, double consecration, Avenging Wraths with weapons as a way to push damage or to remove. And Ant is going to pummel his way to a 3-0.
Here comes the MCT. Yoink.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, saying that's the you said it's all. The potential game-losing situation is if MCT hits the Crypt Lord, and you see it in Saiyans' body language right now, is that was by far worst-case scenario.
I mean, let's rewind. Was there any reason to go 4 minions in the first place?
So that's game right there. Saiyan looks like he had it in the bag.
To now Udon.
That's the skull. I was looking at Ant's hand, and I'm wondering, is there ever a chance that he plays a Void Lord here and just starts ramping out the cards instead, knowing that Nalgadon does have a 6 Swamp who's just in his deck? I'd say that the Doomsayer is a pretty close second, but
I was honestly thinking that Nalgadon was going to go for the Spellbreaker and Acidic Swamp boost to just go super aggressive, but
that is a brutal turn.
Yeah, it's getting quite low. This is one of those times. Iron Beak Owl plus Hellfire is enough to push through, so now Guidon is going to take the series 3-2 over Ant and move up to a 3-0 score. Trying to get back to a championship.
Well on his way.
Yeah.
That is a great way to end a set where you playing a mirror match.
He's won a little bit more liberally, but he also has his Valenier set up, so he got the ooze out of his hand. If it lands on Argent Commander or Sear the Chain Gang.
Chain Gang, Valenier.
That is a big combo.
What this does is when the Chain Gang dies, if both Chain Gangs die, and you can potentially get a huge Argent Commander. All right, so he will equip a Valenier here. The second one dies, equips another Valenier, and let's see where this buff goes. Oh, the Spellbreaker is not what he wanted to hit.
This is a lot of damage in the hand.
It is.
2 Avenging Wraths, Argent Commander.
And that's one of the things about this particular build of the Warrior deck, or rather of the Paladin deck. It has a lot of burst.
Yes.
The Valenier, the Equality Avenging Wrath. Fibonacci has gained a ton of life this game. He has shield blocked twice.
Combo that you can't really play around in this position.
And this is from the relatively limited experience, I'm sure, compared to Fibonacci and Frozen playtesting that I played this Recruit Warrior deck. This was actually a dynamic I found more often than I thought against these Paladin decks.
It's almost like it doesn't exist in the deck.
Well, speak of the devil, there it is.
Huge pickup here for Fibonacci.
And that's really important because if this is like Grom, and it looks like it is, this changes everything. Now, all of a sudden, there is 10 points going to face right away, and PNC, instead of having all the time in the world, inspiration play, any removal effect will allow Grom to get through, and unsurprisingly, Fibonacci has exactly that. And we were talking about, the removal plan, not gonna work. The Grom your face plan, though, this is a Grom killing your opponent the turn before you'd have the mana to play him normally.
Nothing.
Yeah. There is a possibility PNC draws Valera.
Oh!
I shouldn't have said anything.
PNC obviously would have set it up the previous turn if that was the case. And now he's going to take game 4 and send it to a decider match to see who will be undefeated going into round 5.
And that was a nail biter, I think, for both players, because PNC had the miracle draw of Valera.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Yep, there's a boar.
And there's a scale high.
All right, and this is now getting problematic for Fibonacci. He got his aggro priest on right away. Now, even if he has to find Mind Blast right away, or else there's the Valera that can close him out. He finds Holy Fire!
Oh, the one copy of Holy Fire that you mentioned.
There it is. So the extra burn, the little bit of extra burn that Fibonacci put into his...
Juggler's left, is there? Oh no, the juggler was put on turn 2 in the game against the priest, so I think there is one left. Yep.
Oh.
That's the only 2 drops left.
Yeah, that's not good. That's the opposite of that.
I mean, he's only got 9 cards left in his deck.
He's down to 13, he's taken 8.
Actually, he's dead.
Oh,
Ultimate Infestation.
That's right, yeah, it drops into 5. Dog. Huge draw as the game comes to its most climactic point, and 3-1 over Nalgidon.